Are you stupid or something? You probably are, and buddy, that's alright. You're in the right place to learn some stuff, so stick around and you just might. My name is Notme, and I'll be asking some Q's, and at the end you'll be riddled with A's. You might score real high, but even if not, you'll sure be glad you played. If you're looking for prizes, just move along, there's no money for you to earn. You win by trying and doing your best, your prize is the stuff you learn. If you want to be an artist, you have to know all you can about the world of art. So engage with this quiz, and at the end you'll say, I am smart.
I am not me. I am art, and I am welcoming you to I Am Smart, the quiz show where people compete for the right to say, I am smart. It's a very simple, very straightforward quiz, guys. Very simple, but unlike the versions of the quiz that you have seen before. For those of you who are returning Smarties, which, you know, invariably is all of you, and that's absolutely fine. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It's kind of the same but different. We've got 5 questions per round plus a musing per round. So you've got your 6 questions, 6 possibilities to score a point. But we've got 3 rounds. 3 rounds. It's more tight. It's more muscular. It's more compact. It's like corned beef. Okay? But what rounds are they? Well, guys, that is up to you. That is up to you. I'm going to explain everything in due course. Just need to... it's still green. It's still green, which is like... Can I improve the lighting here? I feel like I'm in the dark. Oh, that's nicer, isn't it? Okay, that's good. I'm going to give you a toast, because it just helps to bring everybody together as one before the quizzing begins proper. Okay? Before the quizzing begins proper. To New York. Only you can be one of the biggest, brightest, most sought-after cities in the entire world and just decide en masse, no, we don't like having washing machines inside our homes. We're going to have to go outside for them. You crazy cat, New York, giving yourself a handicap like that. Cheers. Oh, I got a double dip for that first one. Lovely. Okay, so very exciting. Cheers, TB. Hello, definitely. Hello, Nana. Apologies if there is still some issues with the stream. I don't know why there would be. I really don't know why there would be. I'm on the Ethernet. I've got the whole thing working. It should be as secure as Fort Flippin' Knox. I don't know. I'll look into it. Apologies. Stuart Seaton, hello, sir. From the UK. Gosh, it's early with the 1 a.m. feed. The smartest baby of all, says definitely. And I certainly wouldn't want to disagree. So, as I said, we're going to change things up a little bit. So we're only going to have 3 rounds. But what rounds we have are up to you guys. Okay? Up to you guys. The rounds look like this. Okay, so we've got Yay or Nay, the classic. Look Close, classic. RT Spotlight, classic. Nart, classic. Haikus Day, classic. And Celeb Next Door. That's a new one. That's a rando one. Just throwing it out there. I'm also on Instagram at the moment, which is very exciting. They don't get the full effect because they do just see the green screen behind me, as opposed to the kind of traveling through space vibe on Twitch. But if anybody is watching on Instagram, I hope you're enjoying yourselves. No. So, we are going to have a poll of sorts. Can I set up a real poll? Can I set up a real poll in such a short space of time? I think I should be able to. Manage poll. New poll. What rounds shall we play? Question mark. Yay or nay? Should I have set this up beforehand? Yeah, probably. Well, no, we're not going to do a formal poll. We're going to keep it informal. So Nana Hobble goes with RT Spotlight, Celeb Next Door, and Nart. Does anybody else have any other thoughts or opinions on this? Yay or nay? Look close. RT Spotlight, Nart, Haikus Day, Celeb Next Door. Would you want to know what they are? What more specifically? What they are? Would that help your choice, or would you prefer the surprise of it? What are we thinking here? Definitely the new one, Celeb Next Door. Curious. Okay, that's good. That one's in. Stuart, TB, any thoughts? We might keep it mysterious at this point. Celeb Next Door, Haikus Day, Nart, RT Spotlight, Look Close, or yay or nay? Definitely not Judy goes with the Nart. Nana Hobwob went with the Nart. That's 2 for Nart. That's 2 for Celeb Next Door. I think those are in. Stuart Seaton, Celeb Next Door. Everybody's liking the Celeb Next Door. That's good. We're just going to go with Nana's choices. That's how it works, guys. That's how fresh it can be. Anyone on Instagram? No. Wonderful. Well, you know what that means then. No, that wasn't one of the ones, was it? That wasn't one of the ones. What are we doing? Celeb Next Door and Nart. Let's start with Nart. Nart. You can't just know about art, guys. Sometimes you have to know about not art. Yeah? Not art. It's going to improve your art. Let me tell you. What's this particular start with Nart? That could become a thing, TB. That could become a thing right now. The subject is bold and fresh. That's what we're doing here, Nana. We're keeping it hip hop, funky, and fresh. Yeah. Lovely bit of water there. I'm trying to push through some. I ate a lot of rice earlier, so I'm feeling rather sluggish. And it is 9:15 where I am, so I'm a little bit more sluggish than I would normally be at this point in the quiz. So the Nart subject this week is. Girl Sarah Kilch, we are driving. We got the time wrong. That's absolutely fine. All you need to know, Sarah Kilch, is that we're only doing 3 rounds. The 3 rounds have already been selected, so you're outside of the running in that sense. But I hope you can still have fun. I also set up this thing that I hope is going to work. There we go. So if any new people come in and they're like, hey, what's going on? We can just write !quiz and it comes down the whole thing. Oh, that's great. So the Nart subject this week is houses and homes. We're going to be learning about houses and we're going to be learning about homes. You want the first question? I mean, it's 16 minutes past. We should bloody get on with it, shouldn't we? Question number 1. What is the thatched roof made from? Thatched roof, Instagram. What's the thatched roof made from? Nobody's watching on Instagram. There might be at least one. I'm just going to stop it. Instagram, you've let me down. End video. Enough with it. And obviously this is, could be slightly generalized. So something that a thatched roof could be made from. Well, we've got some options. We'll go through them. Question number 2. A real-life replica of which cartoon house was offered as a prize by Pepsi in 1997? A real-life replica of which cartoon house was offered as a prize by Pepsi in 1997? Nana Hobwob, who needs the gram anyway? Well, from a self-esteem point, me, for the immediacy of it, unfortunately, it's the modern world that we're living in. But for right now, I mean, again, they're not getting the green screen effect on the back wall, so it's kind of a waste of time. Real-life replica of which cartoon house was offered as a prize by Pepsi in 1997. Question number 3. Which Golden Globe winner, WWE Hall of Fame inductee, and 4-time Mr. Universe winner was a millionaire by the age of 22 through real estate investment? The bit rate does drop, doesn't it? I just don't understand how. Streaming, huh? It's a crazy thing. Which Golden Globe winner, WWE Hall of Fame inductee, and 4-time Mr. Universe winner was a millionaire by the age of 22 through real estate investment? Question number 4. One in how many Los Angelinos, people who live in Los Angeles, I don't know whether that's an official phrase or one that I've just made up, but we're going with it nonetheless. One in how many Los Angelinos have considered moving because their house was haunted? My house is haunted. I'm thinking I'm going to move because I don't like having a haunted house. One in how many? LA residents. Still waiting for that full-on quiff to come back. It's just not good enough, is it? Just not good enough. It's a real shame. Real shame. One in how many Los Angelinos have considered moving because their house was haunted? Question number 5, the final question of the NART round. A formerly secret apartment, now open to the public, resides at the top of which globally famous landmark? Globally famous landmark at the very, very top. There's a formerly secret apartment that is now open to the public. You can get tours around it with mannequins of the former owner and occupant. But what landmark am I talking about? What landmark am I talking about? Thanks, Streamlabs. Appreciate that, babe. Just giving people a reminder. Although I think everybody who is watching is a subscriber already, so it's maybe a moot point. So that's all 5 questions done. Does that mean the round is done? Absolutely not. We need the first musing in 6 weeks, guys. All this creative energy that you've had is just frittered away like a crisp packet in a breeze. But now you can focus it on this house and home centered musing. What is the strangest feature of your dream home? What is the strangest feature of your dream home? Just write down your answers, whatever it might be. Just get your brain percolating on that one. Okay. What is the strangest feature of your dream home? Oh, a big kitchen. Yeah, we all want a big kitchen, don't we? We all want a big kitchen. Just kind of wander about in barefoot. Getting one of a selection of delightful and delicious breakfast cereals. And some milk from a fridge big enough to swim in. Everyone's got that. Let's get more specific, guys. Let's get one that's only in your house. Most esoteric, could say. Idiosyncratic. And that's the end of the NART round, guys. Well done. Well done. What else did we have? I just want to take a brief moment just to shout out to the jacket. I mean, good God. That is something, isn't it? That is something. Really, really remain just incredibly impressed with it. What else do we go with? What else? What's the next one? What are we doing? RT Spotlight. Of course. I know why RT Spotlight has been picked. She's here. Here we go. It's the RT Spotlight. Game recognizes game, guys. Game recognizes game. Okay? Sometimes I have to shine a spotlight on other artists so that if they're being polite, they have to shine a spotlight back on me. It's a circle of life. Reciprocity. What was that definitely? It's the RT Spotlight. Of course it is. It's not Lucy, but she is here. Once again, hello, Lucy. How are you doing? What's that? You're doing well. That's lovely. That's lovely. We really do appreciate. We have all missed you. We have all missed you. Nana Hobbob's asking after Drew Barrymore. How is Drew? She's well. She's having a bit of a tough time. I mean, I was just asking more in passing, I think, Lucy, but thank you very much for the information. Do you have any other facts about anything else you want to say before we move on? Sagittarius. Thank you very much, Lucy. We'll see you next time. Somebody picks RT Spotlight, which might not be every week this time. Might not be every week. It's a bold, funky, fresh new format. Thank you, Lucy. No, indeed, the spotlight this week resides on Mr. Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. Not his real name, but we will come to that. He is a golfer. He is a sportsman. He is an artist. And if you think that he's not an artiste, I would remind you that he's hitting a ball with a stick into a hole, and people are paying him millions to do it. If that's not art, I don't know what art is. I have no idea what art is. So we're going to find out what we know about Mr. Tiger Woods. I'm a little bit too far over there. Look, we could be buds. Off my leg. I'm just being silly. Question number 1 here, guys. Question number 1. What is Tiger's real first name? Is it Elrond, Eldrick, Elmore, Eldon, or Elwood? Elrond, Eldrick, Elmore, Eldon, or Elwood? I'm giving you those first 2 letters. Giving you the first 2 letters. The E, that's safe. The L, you can take that to the bank. Beyond that, you're on your own, guys. You're on your own. I've had it with giving you too much help. I've had it. Although I have given you, of course, 5 options. You've got a 20% chance of this one. Question number 2. Tiger Woods describes his ethnicity as Cablinasian. Cablinasian. But which ethnicities is this a portmanteau of? I'm not going to tell you how many ethnicities it is. But you're going to need to get all of them to get the point. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, it's tricky, guys. But gosh, what fun would it be if it was all easy? What fun would this life be if it was all easy? Is the pursuit of happiness not where the real joy lies? Getting a bit philosophical there. I wasn't anticipating that. Tiger Woods describes his ethnicity as Cablinasian. Which ethnicities is this a portmanteau of? Question number 3. What colour combination of top and trousers is Tiger Woods' trademark? What colour combination of top and trousers is Tiger Woods' trademark? I'm going to give you a little clue here. It's not a blue stripy polo neck. That's not what it is. But what colour combination of top and trousers is Tiger Woods' a trademark? Question number 4. Tiger Woods is a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Lucky boy. From which president did he receive it? Which president draped that medal around his neck and gave him all the power of the Presidential Medal of Freedom? Which I don't necessarily know what powers that gives him. One would assume it's just the freedom to just do whatever. Just kind of go nuts. You want to walk up to a hot dog cart and take a big hot pretzel straight off, not pay for it, eat half of it, throw the rest of the pigeons. They say, hey, what are you doing? You're like, Presidential Medal of Freedom, pal, read it and weep. But also, if you're Tiger Woods, he's got millions of dollars. So Just buy the pretzel, dude. Come on. These guys are just trying to provide for their families. Tiger. And then the final question. Which golf tournament, the first of the 4 annual majors, did Tiger win first? Now, this is a pretty tricky one, especially if you do not follow golf. But I figured that's pretty much the main thing that he does. At least one question should be centered on the golf. Yeah? Which golf tournament, the first of the 4 annual majors, did Tiger win first? That's the 5th and final question, but we've got a musing coming up. Here we go. What would you name Tiger Woods' autobiography? So Tiger Woods has written an autobiography. He comes to you and he says, hey, I've got a real problem, a real problem. When it comes to writing my autobiography, I'm pretty much just writing down stuff that I've done, stuff that's happened to me, stuff that happened when I was present. That's just memory, baby, and mine is as sharp as a tack. However, the title of a book is a little bit more creative. I won't necessarily just be describing something that I've done. I could do, but I won't necessarily. I need your help. What should I call my autobiography? And you say, Tiger, baby, you should call it. Write it down. Write it down. And that's the end of the RT Spotlight round. Thanks, Lucy. See you soon. There we go. 2 of 3 done, guys. 2 of 3 done. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling psyched. I hope you're feeling energized. Because you've got 1 to go, and it is a brand new round. They won't be here every week. I'm going to rotate them. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to mix it up. It's a little round we like to call Celeb Next Door. Celeb Next Door. Okay, so this is a what if round. It's a picture round, which we always enjoy. It's a what if round. So basically, I have just, as you know, the House and Homes round was, I think, inspired by the fact that I am in a new home now. I'm in New York City, in an apartment very far away from my old home, my old studio, my old headquarters in Seattle. So I've got homes and houses on the brain. Let's pop it into NART. This one, Stuart Seaton, I'm sorry I have to go. No worries, buddy. Thank you for sticking around for 2 rounds. Get some sleep if you can. Although, Zach, if you want to wake him up again so he can do the 3rd round, then feel free. No, I'm sure you need your sleep. Take care, Stuart. Thank you very much for stopping in. So this round is similarly inspired by the new home. So what if I moved into a new home and I realized I had a picture's not good for driving? Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough at your Sarah Kilch. There's going to be a lot of guesswork. If you get any in this, you can consider yourself very lucky indeed. Basically, I've moved in next to a celebrity, but I'm not sure what celebrity I've moved in next door to because the garden wall is covering the bottom half of their face. That is... Take care, Stuart. See you on Sunday, baby. See you on Sunday. Appreciate the support, buddy. Enjoy fatherhood. That's new. So I'm going to show you 5 pictures of some celebrities looking over the garden wall, and you just got to tell me who they are. That's all it is. It's nice and simple. Although it is, when I was doing it, I did realize it's a little bit trickier than I had anticipated. But we're kicking it off with an easy one because it's not a white man. So there's less. I mean, it's not white. So there's, far fewer celebrities. I'm just going to show it to you. Question number 1. Who's that? Who's that peeking over the garden wall? Who's that peeking over the garden wall? It's going to get trickier than this, guys. So don't worry about that. If you're scoffing at me, This is easy, not me. Easy. If you're scoffing, be prepared. It's going to get trickier. Celeb number 2. Hey, can I borrow your lawnmower? Who's that? Oh, it's this person. Oh, it's this person peeking over the garden wall. Who's that? Who's that peeking over the garden wall? Piercing eyes. Piercing eyes. Maybe there's a clue there. Sorry, unlike in my previous headquarters, I've got a mirror there, so I may get lost in my eyes from time to time. Who's that? Who's that celebrity? Can I borrow a cup of sugar? Who's this? Who's that? The voice is not a clue at all. That was just a bit of on the spot characterization by me. And top notch accent as well. But who's this? Who's this looking to borrow a cup of sugar? There we go. And then no, not the final one. Number 4. What else does neighbours want? Hey, you need to stop having so many raucous parties with lots of people there at Not Me, and they're all saying 3 cheers for Not Me. Wait, who's that? Oh, it's this. Oh, it's you. Sorry. I'll try and stop having so many parties where people are praising me with all my friends. Gosh. Killjoy much? Killjoy? I'll try and describe this one. You girl Sarah Kilch, and one would assume killer. It's a young lady, brunette, some real heavy eyebrows. There's some real bold eyebrow action going on there. If you can get it from that, well done. And then the final neighbor, who is saying, oh, hey, I can't find my dog. Have you seen my dog? And I say, yeah, it's having fun with my son, Jesus. Whoever you are. Whoever you are. Killing it, says Killer. Well done. Well done, Killer. Well done, Killer. Keep your eyes on the road, though, please. No need to, it's trivia. It's trivia, isn't it? It's trivia. You're having fun regardless of how you do, okay? So who's this? Who's this over the wall with the errant dog who's becoming just best friends with Jesus? And there we go. Does anyone want any of them again? Please let me know in the chat whilst we go to the final musing this week. Which celebrity would you most like to be your next door neighbour? We had to do it, didn't we? We had to. Which celebrity would you most like to be your next door neighbour? You can only pick one. Or a couple, I suppose, if they are in real life a romantic couple and likely to be living in the same domicile. And like I say, if you need any of the pictures again, you just let me know, baby. You just let me know. And I'll consider your requests on a case-by-case basis. Which celebrity would you most like to be your next door neighbour? And there we go. And there we go. Guys, you survived the questions. You survived the questions. Are you ready for some answers? Are you ready for some answers right now? I'm going to need you to say yes, you are ready for some answers legally. Otherwise, I can't proceed. Bring them on. Thank you, definitely. Thank you, definitely. What do we have first? Where do we go first? Start with Nart, guys. Always start with Nart. Well, I say always. This is the first time. Awesome. Lovely. Wonderful. The musing. What is the strangest feature of your dream home? Don't say it out loud, guys, because I can't hear that, even with these excellent headphones. Sony, I believe. I want you to get it in the chat. Yeah, that's what I want you to do. I want you to get it in the chat, okay? So get it in the chat right now. What is the strangest feature of your dream home while we go through some of these answers? What is a thatched roof made from? What is a thatched roof made from? Very simply, dry vegetation. Dry vegetation, such as... So you get dry vegetation. If you wrote that down, that's, pretty specific. I will also give you the point for straw, water reed, sedge, rushes, heather, or palm branches. Anything like that, grass, reed, straw, any of that, you get that point. Waterproof, wonderfully waterproof, but they will burn down quickly. Question number 2. A real-life replica of which cartoon house is offered as a prize by Pepsi in 1997? The answer is the Simpsons house. It was the Simpsons house. A group of architects worked together to construct as perfect a replica as possible. And they said to the prize winner, hey, you can either have this amazing house kind of broken down and shipped wherever you want it and then rebuilt, or just give you $75,000. And the person said, I'll just have the money, thanks. Question number 3. Which Golden Globe winner, WWE Hall of Fame inductee, and 4-time Mr. Universe winner was a millionaire by the age of 22 through real estate investment? Was, of course, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he's not all muscles, obviously we kind of got that because he's the governor of California, but clever dude. Clever dude. Question number 4. One in how many Los Angelinos have considered moving because their house was haunted? The answer, according to a poll, 1 in 10. Well done if you got 1 in 10. That was, as I see it now, is a very difficult one to get. Unlikely for you to be able to guess that one. And it's unlikely that you'd have read the thing. So a very tricky one. Very, very tricky. But well done if you got that right. It's a nice round number at least, so maybe there is an option for guessing it there. And the final question number 5. A formerly secret apartment, now open to the public, resides at the top of which globally famous landmark? It was the Eiffel Tower. Mr. Eiffel made an apartment just for himself at the top. People would offer him huge sums of money. Hey, can we rent it out Airbnb style? Never did. But he did entertain some famous guests, Thomas Edison, etc. At the top. I mean, the views. Gosh, the views would be pretty good. So a point each for all of them that you got right. Well done if you did well on that round. Some of them are pretty tricky. What is the strangest feature of your dream home? Let's take it to the chat. Killer says a fireman pole. That'd be good. Although, of course, it would be superfluous because you would have to have stairs anyway. Because obviously you wouldn't be able to ascend a fireman's pole unless you have extraordinary upper body strength. So you'd need to use the stairs to go up. And then you'd kind of maybe get annoyed if people then opted to go for the stairs down. No, guys, I understand the option is there for you to use the stairs, but I've taken the trouble to put in a flippin' fireman's pole here. Can you just embrace your inner child? Just have a little slide down. You can take some thigh cotton just to wrap around, just to kind of prevent any chafing if it was summer and you were wearing bare legs. You can also a secret alcove under the stairs that has strange books. Maybe some kind of wizarding books, or maybe just cookery books that have some very strange combinations. That's a great shout. Definitely not due to a photo booth. That's an interesting one. With a life-size skeleton, you can remove it from the booth if you want. I like that. A photo booth with a strictly optional skeleton. If you don't want the skeleton in there, it's just for fun. It's a photo booth, guys. Don't get too hung up on it. I like that. I like that a lot. If you don't want to be reminded of our impending mortality, just put on some of the funny glasses and a fez, you know? Oh, you're crying about it's just a skeleton, okay? Is it no, it's a life-size skeleton. Life-size says it's a replica. I mean, if it's a real skeleton, of course, it's all life-size. I mean, for God's sake, a child's skeleton is life-size, but would be even more macabre. Nana Hobber Planetarium for laser light shows, Pink Floyd or others. Yeah, that'd be nice. Having your own private planetarium, that's a real power move. That's a real power move. And people come round, and maybe they've had a couple to drink, a couple of sherbets, and they think, what's next? Are we going to, play some video games? That'd be fun. Would you have a pinball machine in this house? Say, not quite. In here, turn on the black light, and it's just seats and everything. Yeah, that's. I imagine you'd be able to count on one hand the amount of houses that have private planetariums. That's a power move. TB Douglas Library with a 24-hour bakery, coffee shop, and personal barista. Personal barista. So you're going with staff, help. That's nice. That's nice. As long as you're paying them well, you kind of avoid the kind of indentured servitude kind of vibe that I would worry about, because I did kind of feel like that sometimes when I was growing up with some of the gardeners and nannies, au pairs, cleaners that we had. My parents did used to treat them not particularly great, so maybe I'm just bringing some of my own stuff to it, and that's on me, guys. That's on me. But yeah, library is a 24-hour bakery. I mean, that's tough for, say, like the Sunday night shift. Like, she said she wanted it open at all times. Yeah, but I'm tired. I've got school tomorrow. If you want the extra shift, you need the extra shift, okay? It's nice. It's not without its administrative problems, but I respect where your head's at. Lucky guess. I've definitely not used it. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You girls, Sarah Kilch, I'd only go up. I'm muscles. Wow. Didn't realize you could go down. So just hand over fisting it. Yeah, that's great. That's great. That's nice. I mean, your shoulders would be screaming. I mean, at the end of the day as well, especially. Good Lord. Like, I just want to turn in. I imagine you'll be sleeping on your sofa quite a lot. Nana Hobbob, I guess it would be cool to look at model planets and stuff too. Yeah. I mean, yeah, the planets is, I mean, that's the traditional use. But, the laser light shows, the Pink Floyds is for the people who enjoy their recreation. Let's say that recreation. We all know where we're coming from. But points all round, guys. Points all round. That's great. Let's go out to main. What do we have next? Oh, of course. Artiste Spotlight. Medical recreation and hubbub. That's good. Glaucoma is a killer. Let's get the musing up. What would you name Tiger Woods' autobiography? Don't tell each other, guys. Tell me and each other by putting it in the chat. What would you name Tiger Woods' autobiography? Well, we go through some of these questions and answers. Question number 1, what is Tiger's real first name? Elrond, Eldrick, Elmore, Eldon, or Elwood? The answer, Eldrick. Pretty. Question number 2. Tiger Woods describes his ethnicity as Cablinasian. Which ethnicities is that a portmanteau of? So he's from everywhere. His parents, it's a whole mixing pot in there, in the Woods household. So we've got the Ka, stands for Caucasian. We've got the Bl, stands for black. We've got the In, Native American Indian, even though they're not from India, common mistake. And ASEAN, Asian. So what we're looking for, Caucasian, black, American Indian, and Asian. You need all 4, guys. You need all 4. Okay? You need all 4. It's tough but fair, because you're all playing by the same rules. Question number 3. What colour combination of top and trousers is Tiger Woods' trademark? It was red top and black trousers. They celebrated maybe his birthday or something. I don't know. The other week, all the golfers wore the red top and the black trousers as a tribute to him. Also, in the NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation, when Ron Swanson has a successful date, by which I mean that he treats the young lady with respect, he comes in the following day in the same outfit. So you could have got it through that. Question number 4. Tiger Woods is a recipient of the Presidential Medal of Freedom. From which president did he receive it? It was, of course, President Donald Trump, the previous president, the president who's not president anymore. He received his Presidential Medal of Freedom from Donald Trump. I don't know whether he kind of considers that to be like an asterisk next to it. Oh, I got your Presidential Medal of Freedom. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's me and Rush Limbaugh. Okay. Great. And then question number 5. Which golf tournament, the first of the 4 annual majors, did Tiger win first? Now, this is probably a bit of a shot in the dark for some of you, unless you are golf fans. There are 4 major tournaments each year: the PGA Open Championship, the US Open, another one, and the Masters. The Masters. It may be a thing that you've heard of now that I say it. You think, oh yeah, I think I've heard of people winning the Masters golf-wise. That's what he won. That was his first one. He's won it many times since. Because he's, of course, very clever at golf. What would you name Tiger Woods' autobiography? There's a point for all of those that you got right. Well done if you did well on that round. What have we got? Definitely not Duda. A Journey Through Woods. That's nice. And then maybe in the central photo section, maybe some like pictures from like surgeries that he's had or like colonoscopies that he's had, and it's like we're literally going through woods. I don't know. Maybe that's gimmicky. Maybe that's gimmicky. But I like where your head's at. Your girl Sarah Kilch. Killer says bogey, a black man and his white balls. Okay, so provocative title. A provocative title. Spelt bogey with an IE, which I think is the nose bogey as opposed to the golf bogey. Black man and his white balls. It makes you think, and it would stand out on the shelf, wouldn't it? You walk. What is that? Oh, Tiger Woods. Interesting choice. Nana Hobbob, from the green to rough, but there's still quite a bit of green. Now, what you've done there, Nana Hobbob, I like it. You've taken us on a journey of Tiger Woods' career just through a single title. Starts out on the green, the putting green, into the rough, allegations and reprisals between himself and his wife. Still quite a lot of green. He is still phenomenally wealthy, and you've encapsulated all of that just with some golf terms. That's a really well thought out autobiography title. It's a little long, but maybe you could pop a little colon in there and have that as a kind of a subtitle. I don't know. It's up to you. It's it's not your autobiography, but you get my point. T.B. Douglas, just like a tiger would. Oh, that's nice. Just like a tiger would. Just like a tiger would. Would. Yeah? Would. Just like a tiger would. Because a tiger is, one would imagine, very competitive, very romantically untethered. Maybe I could say that. Maybe I could say romantically untethered. And likes to sleep in front of a fire. Which I think, I'll have to double check that, but I think that's something that's true of Tiger Woods as well. Does like to curl up in front of a open fire. Well done, TB. That's a great shout. And Sarah Kelch goes with one wedge away, how I chipped my way into history. Because it doesn't happen overnight, does it? You've just got to chip. Guys, this is just you're giving Tiger a really hard choice here, guys, and that's all we were looking for. It's up to him ultimately. But you've given him a lot of options. You've given him a lot to think about, and he's going to sleep. He's going to sleep with it. Sleep on it. He's going to get back to you. Points all round though. Points all round. Yeah. Points all round. That was great. And then the final one we've got. Celeb next door. Celeb next door. The musing. Which celebrity would you most like to be your next door neighbor? Get it in the chat, please. Get it in the chat so we can read it and we can discuss it and we can say, yeah, that's a good choice. So we go through these answers. Number one. Who is that poking his little, and it would be little. I imagine that, that wall would only be around 4'8", 4'9". He's a little chap. It is, of course, damn. It's Aziz Ansari. There he is. Do we trust him? Do we not? Do we trust him? Do we not? I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. I'll leave it up to you guys. So well done if you got that one right. Although that was the easy one because, he's a famous male Indian celebrity. Like guess who? Or South Asian. Could be Bangladeshi. Who is this? Poking his little ice cold eyes over my wall. It is, of course, Mr. Chris Pine. Mr. Chris Pine looking over the wall. And I would say, Chris, come on over. Bring a guitar. If he plays a guitar. Only in New York, baby. Question number 3. Who's that? Who's that poking her little face over the wall? Who's that asking for a cup of sugar? It's Kate Winslet. It's Kate Winslet looking over the wall there. Ooh. Yes, Kate? Can I have some sugar? Sure. Okay. I've only got cane sugar. I was looking for dark brown sugar. Well, beggars and choosers, Kate. For God's sake. Well done if you got that one right, though. Question number 4. Who's this? Oh, with the eyebrows. That's why I went with this one, because I thought the eyebrows could give you that. It's a very eyebrow heavy. It's the eyebrows. I can hear it calling in the air tonight. It is, of course, Lily Collins, daughter of the inimitable Phil Collins. I'd love her as my next door neighbour because that would give me an in to Phil. However you get there is fine by me. Lily Collins. And then number 5. This one's tricky because the picture, she doesn't 100% look like her, I think. She's not got her kind of usual look. So this, well done if you got this one right. Excuse me, a little bit of gas there. A little bit of rice gas coming up there. Amanda Seyfried. Amanda Seyfried. Well done if you got that one right. And well done if you spelt it correctly as well. You notice that I didn't even bother trying. But Amanda Seyfried was over my garden wall. She was the 5th celeb next door. So obviously, you have to be in a hexagonal shaped kind of garden to have the house and then 5. Architecturally, it's weird, but celebrities alike. And then final, so well done. 1 point for all of those if you got those right. For each of those, rather. And which celebrity would you most like to be your next door neighbor? Let's take it to the chat. Killer says Alf, the alien life form. Okay. Would be difficult if you had cats. Doesn't Alf eat cats? That could be tricky. But very cuddly, very lovable. And a lovely head of hair, which is, always something to respect. Definitely not due to go to Jack Black. Yeah. Although a lot of energy. Most of the time, if Jack Black popped over, you'd say, yes, this is great. I'm really happy that Jack's over. Sometimes, at the end of a long day, maybe a trying week, Jack Black comes over. Jack, could you just maybe do this tomorrow? Maybe do a brunch or something. But a lot of the time, absolutely. Big fan of that. Nana Hobbob, Elijah Wood, because then you wouldn't have to worry about him looking over the fence, because again, very short chap. Very short chap. So I imagine he seems quite softly spoken as well. So even if he was shouting over the fence, Elijah Wood shouting, hey, can you, That's a good one. And also you'd be able to say, you come over, okay, so what was it like making Lord of the Rings? Well, he would have hours of stories because it took months to film. Girl Sarah Kilch. Kate McKinnon and Taylor Swift. Is this an either side thing? Or is this in an ideal world that they would be roommates somehow or flatmates? Kate McKinnon for the yucks. I mean, a lot of laughs coming from Kate McKinnon. A lot of pranks as well, I'd imagine. You'd have pizzas delivered to your house and she'd just be there at the window. Cheeky Kate. And then Taylor Swift for just the music that speaks to you. That speaks to you. You want to dance? She's got a song for it. You want to feel? Yeah. Yeah, she's got a song for that too. You want a song about a breakup? Oh, she's got one or two. She's got one or two. That's nice. And TB goes with Reese Witherspoon. Reese Witherspoon. She seems like she'd be a great neighbour and would bring over cookies / look after my house when I'm away. Is she a noted cook? A cook of cookies? I mean, it's easy to make cookies much of the time. Look after my house when I'm away. Well, that's great. That's great. I think that's a very... Girl Sarah Kilch is on it. Yes, TB. Yes, TB. Reese Witherspoon, a popular choice. Popular choice. Quite a wholesome choice. Seems like quite a wholesome person when I think of her. Although I don't often. So again, keeps to herself. That's what you want from a neighbour. Killer Kilch, Alf's hair is mirroring where yours might be in a few weeks. Few weeks. Gosh, I wish. I believe my Alf hair days are behind me, Killer. And is that a tough pill to swallow? Yeah. It's a tough pill to swallow, as are cats. But Alf manages to do it. Girl Sarah Kilch, Roomies, Cat Ladies Unite. Oh, they're both cat ladies. Oh, nice. Okay. So we'd have to, again, hope that you'd be separate from Killer. Although if you are cohabitating, maybe it's Alf on one side. Maybe Alf is like 2 or 3 doors down. Yeah, maybe Alf is like 2 or 3 doors down. Maybe that. TB Douglas, I think a wholesome neighbour has its benefits. Absolutely. Less parties. I think she would even clean and organise while she watches your house. Well, that would be good. I'm not sure I'd necessarily know where this kind of domestic goddess... Do you mean Martha Stewart? Definitely mean Reese Witherspoon. She's an actress, yes? She's an actor. She's not... No? I don't know. Fair enough. Keeps to herself. That's great. So you have all the points now that you are likely to have. One round... Killer Kilch, Netflix. Watch it. Oh, she has a show? She has a Netflix show? Interesting. Okay, fair enough. So we had... What do we have this week? We had Nart, we had RT Spotlight, and we had Celeb Next Door. You tot up the scores. Should be out of 20. Previously out of 30, but we have reduced it down. So now it's out of 20. So tot up your scores. Have a little look and let me know where you got out of 20. Netflix, watch it. Yes. It's a very specific. Void Sitch. Do I really think I care you need some friends? Talking to 3 kids, lol. Yo lips chapped like you need a kiss. Assam, I take yo booty boy. Void Sitch. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining so much. Appreciate that. 3 times 6 is 18. Ooh, you make a good point, TB. How are we going to get those last 2 points? Is this another new round? And it's worked. The chat is on the screen. Oh, okay. So minute to win it, and it's 2 because you can get 2 points from this round. Yeah, this is exciting. Okay, so each void sitch you gayazzle, gays and happy. I'm having a great time, Void Sitch. Thank you so much. Killer is? Gosh. Gays all over the place, Void Sitch. It's the 21st century, dude. So we've got a minute to win it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a category and you need to make guesses of a specific element of that category. So I have written on this post-it note, Max Yerk. Thanks, Max Yerk. Yeah, you want that booty clapped, you suz. Okay, Void Sitch. Let's see what we can do here. Blocked? Yeah, blocked. There we go. Is it blocked for all of you? I hope it is. Oh no, it's coming up on the screen. Oh, right. Oh, well, that didn't work. You balls Murray. Musty. Wow, like an old museum. Bill Murray? I'd imagine he's got pretty nice balls, personally. How do we do this? Must be something we can do. And it's annoying because the... Yeah? Is that banned? We did it, guys. We got rid of an unpleasant person. I think that did it. Oh, wonderful. And it's so annoying because this is the first part that where we're using the thing. And so it kind of spoiled it. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to give you a category and you need to make guesses on which. So if the category was days of the week, then you would have to make guesses. You could only make one guess per message, and then the first person to get whichever day of the week I'd written down on here would get the 2 points. And you've only got a minute, so if you go through the whole minute and you haven't got it, then nobody gets the 2 points. Does that make sense? Do we understand? Do we understand? So I'll give you a category. Yes, let's do it. Okay, good. Okay, so this is pretty exciting. Do we put it in the chat? Yes, absolutely. So each guess that you make, put it in the chat. You can only make, as I say, one guess per message, but as many messages as you like. So it's kind of a typing frenzy, okay? And then whoever gets the first one, and we'll be able to see who gets the first one here. So it's all, there's no possibility of impropriety. Okay. Wait. Ocean's 11 actors. So actors who are part of the Ocean's 11 crew. Who have I got written down on here? Actors in the Ocean's 11 franchise. Everyone's going for Brad Pitt first, of course. He's so dreamy. Casey Affleck. Interesting choice, definitely. How exciting. Julia Roberts. Thank you for sticking up for the ladies, definitely. Andy Garcia. 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds left, guys. Come on. 10 seconds. Scott Kahn. Oh my gosh, you're going to kick yourselves, guys. You're going to kick yourselves. That's a minute gone. Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle. So nobody gets the 2 points. Nobody gets the 2 points. What a disappointing first one. But I think that worked okay, though. I think that worked okay. Elliot Gould. That's a great shout, TB. Unfortunately not. Difficult, right? Difficult. Tuffy. It's, well, yeah, I would argue probably the 5th most famous. I mean, there could be accusations of racism killer, certainly. That's not necessarily something that I would... And I'm glad you thought that, definitely, because as much as, obviously, coming up week by week, you're going to be able to choose which rounds you do. Yeah or nay, look close, RT Spotlight, NART, and then a couple of randos. A minute to win it is going to be a part of every single week. Every single week, because it's fun, it's simple, it's easy. It just gets the blood pumping right at the end, just to send you off happy. Okay, so nobody adds the 2 points of their score. So what were the scores again? Can you put them down in the chat again, please, guys, so we can find that winner? Let's get those points in the chat. Definitely going to do with 14. That's very good. 14 of a potential 18 without the minute to win it. TB Douglas 12. Well done. Killer Kilch and Nana both with 11. Excellent stuff here, guys. Oh, 3 with 11. Superb, which means definitely not Duda. Pow! You're the winner of this week. First week back, episode 27 of the slightly shorter, slightly more reduced. I mean, we're still over an hour, but less. I think more punchy, hopefully. And certainly next week, when we don't have to explain so much, it'll be punchier still. So congratulations, definitely not Duda. So in terms of what you get to choose, because obviously we didn't use the yay or nay category that... You didn't use the yay or nay category that Killer chose the thing for, and I don't want to have to write some more answers to that. So what you could do... Yes, so you can give us a round topic. Must put groceries away, drink my ice cream, absolutely, see you next week, got to get those groceries inside. Absolutely, guys. Thank you very much for joining, appreciate it, well done. You are smart. Well done. So you can give us a topic for a NART round or an artist spotlight round, definitely. Let's say that. And you don't have to do it now, because those are slightly trickier to come up with than the yay or nay. But you can send me a DM or a whisper or an email, iamnotmeIamart at gmail.com, and let me know what you want for either RT Spotlight or NART next week. And then that will be available. And if you want it, you can pick it. And if other people don't, then they won't pick it. That's how funky and fresh this is. But thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you've had fun. I hope you like the changes that are made to the quiz. I hope this is going to lead to a more streamlined and productive. Absolutely. Ponder away, definitely. Ponder away. I am not me. I am Art. I hope I'll see you next time for next week's quiz. I hope you'll see you on Sunday for the next episode of the Most Week Show. And give you another opportunity next Tuesday to say to yourself, yep, I am smart. Cheers. Thank you. I'll see you next week. You are smart. Yeah.
So there we go, and well done you, whatever your score might be. I definitely think that you are smart, though Rob's not as smart as me. Your art will be better, trust me on this, should be nothing short of sublime. That's why you learn, and don't stop now, I'll see you right here next time. I am smart,